What's happening, y'all? Welcome back, episode 37 of the walkthrough for Elden Ring. Finally heading on into the capital. So, this legacy dungeon, the worst part about this is not going to be the enemies, not going to be the bosses, not really anything is difficult with combat here. Navigating this place, on the other hand, is a different story entirely. And I truly mean that. Now I've been talking, because these guys are newer players, first-time players. We've been going over a lot about getting builds, properly put together, and that's kind of what we're doing here, guys. Obviously, something for weight, something to boost our incantations, and something to boost our main weapons damage. So that's what we're after. If I want to hit it, now these guys are gonna be resistant to holy. I'm gonna show you guys something. So this is a holy resistant enemy. And you guys see you're still doing great damage. So when people say, oh, faith builds fall off halfway as soon as you get to Altus, you're full of shit. I go through the Halo tree and kill everything with 2 hits. But like I said, even if you're worried about that, our weapon does fire damage, right? So it's not really, it's kind of like a loophole. Faith weapon, but fire damage. But even, your holy weapon does just fine. But yeah, so, you just want to keep switching out your talismans for what you might be using and to benefit you the most. It doesn't have to be damage, guys. There's a lot of stuff. Like we could put on something that lowers the cost of our Ashes of War. We could put on these so we take less damage and boost our stats with these. Weight load, stamina, health. I mean, there's a lot of options. I like this one for garden ability. And another reason I want to talk about this is we only have 3 talisman slots. You're able to get 4 in the entirety of the game, and we'll be getting our 4th one very soon. We'll actually be getting it here in this legacy dungeon. I think next episode we'll have our talisman pouch. But yeah, so you're just trying to go through here, guys, and navigate this place properly. So at first, we're going to keep coming back to the start here and making different runs for different areas, and you'll see why as we go along here. So first up, we got the page. Now, before we progress on straight, we'll be going to the right. We're going to clear the lower balcony. It was just beneath us. Look at that, holy resistant enemy using a holy weapon. Not getting any less damage than her fire weapon, so. I do like to show that off with all the shit people, because I don't like that, because they deter new players from using a build they might really like. They might love faith builds, and they go, well, everyone says faith build sucks in game, so I better use something else I don't like. I want people to enjoy the game, and experience it the way they want to, and not worry about little things. They're not going to put a build in the game that's not viable, I assure you. Everything's viable. Everything. No matter what build you do. That's why this walkthrough covers all builds. I mean, every walkthrough does, but a lot of people will recommend stuff and then feel like they have to stick with that build. We're setting ours up so we just do it. Everyone does what the hell they want and have fun, right? I feel like that's more important. But now it's time to get into the Legacy Dungeon. I do also just like to talk to you guys about stuff that, I hear and give my opinions and try to ease people's mind about certain things they may have heard, you know what I mean? But, so, moving forward, first thing we'll be doing is you're going to go in this room ahead of us and you're going to see a ladder, but you're also going to see it go straight. And this is just going to drop you down to an area we're going to get later, like real soon. But, so you have a perfumer, Trish, I think. Or that's what she was called when we fought her. Alright, now before we go out that door, we're going to want to go on up. As I told you guys, you're going to need 3 seabed curses to actually do the Dung Eater's quest. We're about to go grab our 2nd. And even late game, there's like one in the Halo tree. So if you missed one somewhere, you can get over there to the Halo tree, grab that, then just go back and do Dung Eater's quest then. So, just like death roots, there's like 1 extra death root to finish Grink's quest if you missed one somewhere, so they give you other chances. But yeah, so that's gonna be our 2nd seabed curse. Now we can drop down and take the other path we were going to take. And we could also use this to get on the roof path. But we're not going to do that just yet. So, firstly, we're going to go outside. You notice Blasphemous Blade does just fine. Just hitting everything one time, gotta love it. I recommend this weapon. It's just so good. It just feels good. You know, it's not like every great sword feels the same when you use it. A lot of them feel similar, but some feel, you know, unique when you use them. Like as you're swinging them. I like that. Alright. So, that's where we came in. We already went upstairs. We can go ahead and drop to this little platform over here to the right. And then do the lower part of this building. Like I said, we are going to have to, you know, section this out. We do need to go into what I like to call the Room of Death. Alright, so where we took the ladder up is right there. This is the path if you would have went straight. Now this is going to lead to what I like to call the Room of Death, and I'll tell you why. So there's some pages in this room, so you know, rapiers and explosive bolts. But then we also have perfumers that throw fire everywhere. And you know, when you go in here, you want to do your best with trying to annihilate all these fuckers. But it is, I will say, there's a door on each side of the room. One side is better to go in than the other. So you could take this way out, and we could do that real quick. Take care of this tonight. I just ignore the commoner and go for him. So that's that summons we got, the legendary summons. That's what you need for the last one we got in the hero's grave. That's him right there, Kristoff. We actually got the partisan drop as well. But since we're right here, figure we might as well come out here and, you know, clear this little section. And then we'll go back in that room. It's not too bad, you know. The regular knights, that lightning hit you, it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt bad, guys. It really is. If you didn't level up health a bunch, you're gonna probably get one-shotted. And at this point in the game, when we're getting towards our back half, if you have below 40 vigor, or 45 or 40 vigor, lower than that, you better be someone that's already went through the game before and knows what you're doing. Or you're in for a bad time, guys. There's a lot of shit that's gonna one-shot you. Not even that, you're just going to be dying left and right. You're running around 25 health. It's not smart if you've never been through the game before. I know you want damage stats. If you guys notice, I've really just started getting into my damage stats. We didn't even start getting to our damage stats. We were doing base stats until like after Caitlyn. That's when we started really getting our damage. At the end of the arena, that's when we really started doing our damage stats. You know what I mean? We got them up for weapon requirements, and we stuck with our base stats. That's why I can carry, you know, 2 weapons, because I have 26 endurance. We have 50 in health. We have 20 in mind. That stuff is highly important. But for me, I only have to add more if I want to at this point. But going to this door is a better option. Go for your perfumer to the left first. And that's kind of the problem with him, is he's hopping around. You know, then you got them throwing fire out everywhere. So although this room looked easy, it can be a problem if you're not careful. Beautiful level design. There's so much attention to detail. Every single room, every single building, you gotta love it. Alright, so we pretty much got the back cleared out. We already took that path and cleared out those guys. If you guys know me, I typically like to work from the top down. And I do believe that's still going to be the best case scenario here for us as well. Because what you want to do when you first come in, we're just going to focus on this little circle right here. You know, because that's where you came up Bach, and you took the rampart down, right? And then, you know, we're kind of coming out here. So, because we have to comb in between all these buildings into the rooftops. There's quite a lot packed in here. So, let's go through here. There's going to be a guy right here tucked in. We're going to try to get everything lower, and then we'll go up. And like I say, you just want to be really careful about just going through. Make sure you're going between every build, if you want all the items. can go straight out to the road. Now we still need to go to the right back there and get in between those buildings, but you know, there is like a big boss. He's not boss, a big enemy, elite enemy that's gonna kind of float down. We might as well go and take him out. He's very easy. Very easy. He still hits hard. We were to upgrade that guard boost. We could get better damage. Or better blocking. He loves spamming this shit, don't he? You can still take him out, same as always, guys. Dodge. You know, dodge his big shit, get a charge attack. And he's gonna give us a pretty good rune. That's a Lord's rune. Now we're just gonna kind of work back towards, like I said, when we went out, we're going to the right, and we're just gonna calm this, all the lower parts we can get to and grab all the items in between all the buildings. So, we just want to go in between all these little rows of buildings and get everything we can. This stuff adds up, smithing stones and runes, and even if it doesn't seem like much, it does add up. So on your map, we came up by here on the main road. So if you look, there's the wall right there where it ends, and we're just one row over. And we're gonna kind of work our way through here, back to the left and get some stuff. And starting to see, as I said, we were like gods here for a while. We were doing so much damage. But now it's starting to pick up where enemies, foot soldiers obviously are gonna die with it. But the enemies are gonna start having more health, do more damage from now to the end of the game. So it's gonna step way back up, way back up. Let me go back here. Nothing's changed, guys. See, you're just going in between all these little roads. I'm gonna go there, then here, then all this shit. Now we still have everything on the rooftops to get, so don't forget that. Like I said, we're gonna have to kind of just keep hopping back to where Bach was and doing runs through, you know, this first half of the Legacy Dungeon. Looks like we had a couple stragglers. That just let us out the way we came in. Jump on up here. So if you were to take this, I don't even think it'll open yet. How it actually does, you can just go straight to mountaintops of the Giants right now if you want. It's crazy. Oh no, you can't, because you gotta have the gold medallion. That's crazy. But I didn't realize we can even come out here. So this takes you out to the Forbidden Lands, to a Divine Tower where you could activate Moog's and Morgoth's Great Rune, and then on up to the mountaintops of the Giants. I didn't even think it would allow us to open that door yet, so that's kind of crazy. Then we're eventually going to get over here on the right side, but like I said, this first episode is all about the left side. Now, we also have to work our way down here on this section, further up, but let's go back. Excuse me, guys. Let's go back to the side of Grace, and let's run the rooftops. Before we move on, I want to make sure we actually have everything, because we still have stuff on the roof to get. And then what's also nice about that is while we're on the roof, we'll be able to actually go through and look, you know, beneath us and see what we missed down in that first section. Now, anything past this little area, we don't care if we haven't got to yet, because we haven't got to it yet, right? But since we just call them this area while we're on the roof, let's look below us and make sure that we didn't miss anything of the area we just did. With our scaling, yeah, we're at 775 with our talisman. We're probably, damn, that's crazy. If I took the talisman off, we're probably at 740 AR, guys. 740. That is completely insane. Most weapons don't even go that high, and we're even going to get higher than that as we go through. Much higher. Not much higher, but we'll be doing, damn, can I just put on my talisman, dickhead? We will be doing over 800 AR at the end of the game. You guys gotta remember, not every weapon does that much. There's only a select few weapons that do over 800 damage. Your average weapon is going to do do anywhere between, let's say you're doing bleed build, those weapons probably don't even hit 600, 650 into the game with high stats because they have bleed. And like short swords, you're not going to get ever over 650. You know, a lot of great swords aren't going to get over 700. So the fact we're already almost doing 750 naturally with no talisman boosting that is absurd. But I said there's a few weapons in this game, like Blasphemous Blade. It's such crazy damage, it's insane. And then you add in the fact that it heals you as well. It's hands down one of the best weapons in the game. There's no denying it. That's why places build around it for newer players. But as soon as we get to this lower balcony, we don't need to progress through there again, guys. All you gotta do is jump right off, wait for him. Come here, little shit. So obviously there's gonna be a shit ton of gargoyles up here, and they're not gonna be fun, or imps, I guess you would call them. I'm gonna try to make this jump. It's kind of tricky. Yeah. There's an item over there, and sometimes I can't remember the path to get to. Even with taking notes, I always forget. Because, you know, I'm taking notes about where the, you know, the items are as we're going and how to get to them, but what am I supposed to do? Fourth house in on the third row, jump 20 degrees to your right to the third roof of the 8th row. You know what I mean? Like, so I write down the important items. For the most part, important stuff relating to Platinum or getting prepared for the DLC, and some routes, like that crazy catacomb we did last episode, right? Obviously, I have to take very detailed notes on how to navigate that. But as far as like a little loop like this, it's kind of impossible to write, you know, the exact route for. So, you know, bear with me. Rest assured, you're never going to miss anything big with me. Never. Not a weapon, not a talisman, not an armor set, not a trophy. But if we miss a rune or some magic grease, you know, I mean, come on, give me a break. I'm trying. We take our time for everything. We'll go out of the way for consumables, but now to get to it easy enough. See, the problem with this is, I want to show you guys. There's an item over here on the other side of this building hanging. I always see it hanging, but I don't believe I've ever actually gotten to it. That gap just doesn't look far. Maybe we could just drop down from a different spot to try to get to it. I'm going to do that one more time. We're not going to kill anything. I'm going to try to see if this works. But I'm worried about the fall damage. And it's probably some stupid ass item. Meaning, like, it's probably not really worth anything. Now, you typically only see it because I get on the lower portion down there. After we drop down, I'm going through the alleyways. And that's when I notice it. And it's like, right on this building, there's a ledge. I'm not understanding how to get to it. That ball's gonna kill you. I mean, I guess if we miss... Alright, now I gotta kill you. You're in my fucking way. So we're probably just gonna progress the rooftop as normal. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get to it, but I'm not gonna waste any more time on it. We just have too much other stuff to do. Maybe that's it. Let's try. That just looks so far. Oh, no, we didn't take any damage. There should be a little... I thought it was right there. Yeah, there it is. So that's how you get to it. Okay. Golden Rune 9. Cool. Alright. Just so the jump back up. Now we'll take the regular route. Finally found how to get to it. I just kept thinking that that fall was going to, you know, have too much fall damage for us. So I was never able to get it during notes. You know, prepping for the episode. Alright, now we can go on through to the rooftop, drop down to the main road, and keep progressing forward, hitting everything on the first half. Just jump over that, same thing, we're jumping right over this road to the right, right where these guys are. Wait for him. These are called envoys, and they're horned. It looks really weird, but it's actually a damaging, super damaging holy weapon. It just looks so weird. Now, we get a few of those horns in the Halak tree. I guess you can get like a chance drop before then too. He's out of the way, that's good enough for us. Just move forward, grab your items. Those roofs on the other side, you're not going to be able to get it until we get to that side of the street. I don't mean straight across that side of the street, I mean lit farther down this way. There'll be other platforms where we can get back on the roofs again. So yeah, just jump across, taking out your nets as you go. Making sure we're not missing any items. Because you'll also be like riding down the street and you're going to see a cart on its side and you'll see an item on that, but you just got to go further down the street to be able to get to it. I want to mention that so people don't think we're forgetting stuff. Alright, so we already got the room 9 from the balcony. And we got that, room 12. Jump across. Okay. We can start working our way back now. Stone sword key. Now we should have enough stone sword keys to pretty much be okay for the rest of the game with the ones we're gonna find and stuff. We should be able to do every stone sword key door. Now on this walkthrough, on my notes, I had it planned only to hit certain stone sword key doors, like the really good ones, you know, to save our keys, to make sure we always had them for the real good doors, to make sure we're getting the better stuff. But we've actually hit every stone sword key door, to my knowledge. I cannot think of one that we missed. So we've been able to get all the loot. And anyone else could have done that in their own time, but since I'm doing the walkthrough myself, I can't get to a really good item and not have a stone sword key ready. So if there's like that one weird ass helmet, Rancor pop was in another one. I wasn't going to get that to make sure we had, you know, a key for a better item. But then you also got, we were going to skip over this and the Urnia, because I was like, it's just a stupid helm. I don't want to, you know, use it there, and then when we get to Volcano Manor to get this Armor 7, not have a stone sword key for that. But we got lucky and we were able to, you know, but we should have enough for the rest of the game without worrying about it with the ones we find and the ones we have. Okay, so we're about to get down. I need to take that. Yep, so we just need to get this one more item here. Alright. Now this leads us back to shit we've already done. Knight's greatsword. It's actually a pretty damn good greatsword when you upgrade it. It's really nice. It looks really weird, but it actually is a pretty nice one. So, obviously, guys, after you see him, you can go over here, back to the right. That's gonna be the balcony looking over the lower section that we already hit the first time through. At this point, we're just combing through one last time because we're about to move on from here. But that's how you know, that's the best way I have to make sure you don't miss any items in this beginning area. You know, comb the rooftops very well, and you have one drop to one roof, and then, you know, you can comb the whole roofs all together. Then just go, you know, aisle for aisle and making sure you're just not leaving anything on the table. Now from there, we could unlock a shortcut really quick. I was going to save this because it's technically the other side of the road, but I really like to have the shortcut. So we don't have to do the whole run every single time. Never miss a chance to parry Crucible Knight. That's another faith weapon we haven't tried out yet. Dolores's free spear or some shit. I forgot what it was called. Now. So that's pretty easy. I mean, once you learn to comfortably fight one of them, you've learned to fight them all. Now I know a lot of people say that the spear variant's more dangerous, and he is, because he has that hook grab that could really mess you up. There's that jumping attack, he's throwing holy spirals at you. But for some reason, to me, he seems much easier to parry. Even though it's a spear, and spears are much harder to parry in general. He doesn't seem so bad, you know. Now, so when we start from the, you know, this side of Grace with Bach, this is actually going to be that little door. So instead of doing the rooftop route every time you want to get back down to the main road, at least for now, you know, there's your side of Grace. So instead of coming out this way and doing all that and trekking all that, you can literally just go this way. Now we have this unlocked, take the lift down, and we're getting right to the road. We're only 25 minutes in, so we're definitely going to have enough time to do, you know, this first half. First half of the Legacy Dungeon. Or at least close to half, you know what I mean? So that'll be nice. Alright, so we got him. We got the shortcut. We go straight across for an elevator to kick down a ladder. Just going to get this for later. Which will kind of just bring it all, you know, wrap it all back together, connecting each section to the last. Or no, I thought this was the ladder. This is the sewers. Yeah, we're not here yet. That's my fault. Wrong shortcut. There's multiple here. It's a big Legacy Dungeon. It's kind of, it feels weird to call it a Legacy Dungeon too, because it's like a whole damn city. You know what I mean? Alright. Actually, I got loot there. I don't remember anything over here. Just wanted to check, guys, that's all. It's like one of those little spots I never thought to look in before. Alright. So we're going to get up back to the main road and just take it down further. Like I said, staying on the same part. We're doing everything in front of us this episode. So, we've already done all this stuff. Yeah, that's our cart. Like I said, you're going to see an item on top of that other cart, but you're not going to be able to get it until we, you know, we go through this stuff. So I was debating, that's kind of where we came out, I was debating if I should go top down first, but if it's right here off the main road, might as well do it. And then when we get up there, we'll just simply see if, you know, we missed anything. Guess we could try out, let's go with, where is it? More of a medium shield that's got a little bit of size to it, you know what I mean? What was the guard boost? 55, not the worst. And like I said, if you know you're worried about your guarding, you can come down here and put on Great Shield Talisman, boost guarding ability. Make it harder for people to break your stance if you go from a Great Shield to like a medium shield. That's always an option too. Make sure that guard stays strong so people can't get critical attacks and shit like that. And you don't take damage when a troll is about to stomp on you and you don't, you know, have the most stamina. And it's not going to guaranteed protect you, but it's better than not having it. Alright, so we're going to go on up. And there's a bunch of guys up here. I'm warning you guys right now. So firstly, we're going to go to the left. There's like a little fountain chalice type thing. So you're going to see a few enemies here. There's always like one foot soldier. There he is. Seems to kind of hide. Now when I said there's a bunch of guys, I wasn't even talking about this part either. It's the part we're about to do. And you're going to have variants with great bows doing, you know, electric damage. And a shit ton of soldiers. So when we first come up, let's go on over here. I want to get on this rooftop first. Let's go do that. Just a quick little check. And that's how you get down to the thing anyways, isn't it? Yeah. Over the balcony. You can kind of just go full circle. Let's do that. So let's just jump over the balcony here, and we'll just make another circle around. That way we can go and grab this and not worry about it. Alright. Sewers. Alright. So, we're going up. Stick to the left side, go up the stairs. Just going to kind of let us tackle it from one end all the way to the other. Trying to run past those guys so they don't notice us. What the heck? on that axe. Broke his guard in one jump attack. Love it. So over here, obviously gonna have a gargoyle, smithing stone, regular pickup. These ones are just like not a challenge. Then the ones that, you know, have their legs are just very, very dangerous. It's crazy. They're like little babies, or they're very, very dangerous. Alright, so we got that cleared. Now that's letting us tackle this place from one side to the other, making sure we're not missing any items along the way. That's kind of why I like doing this. And it puts all the enemies in one side of you, instead of having some to the left and some to the right and you're crammed in the middle, because this part's already really hard. It can be. Not right here, but right up there. You'll see. Like I said, it's going to be a guy with a great bow shooting like electricity bows at you, which is going to take half your health every time one hits you. Then he's got to also, on top of that, he's got to spam them. And there's like, I don't know how many guys. I know there's probably at least 8. You're going to have knights and foot soldiers and regular soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So what I like to do typically is bring them back here. Now there's other soldiers behind that building, so they could be behind us too. Keep that in mind. I might as well take them out before he gets behind us. Oh shit, he found us. Yeah, so I try to use the building to my advantage and separate the guys as best I can. It's not going to be foolproof, but damn sure helps. And all these guys, you know, they're just like cannon fodder, but not when this guy's shooting the bolts at you and then they're, you know, stacking attacks on top of that. It can be quite hard. Not really hard so much as pain in the ass, because they're all doing so much damage. It's just a lot of guys to deal with. So like I said, try to use the building, separate them best you can. Makes things a lot easier. Grab that. We will be jumping down there to get that, but first we have to go fight a sword lion and a perfumer after we take out these guys at the challenge. Dumbass is sitting here waiting to get killed. Alright, so like I said, time for the perfumer and the lion. This lion isn't so bad compared to some of the others we faced. We can get the perfumer out, I'd be happy though. Oh, you bitch. Probably the easiest attack to actually dodge. Oh, really? At the end, you want to get staggered? Somber 6. Crap this stuff. Spank Trish. Now, you're going to come up here and you're going to see the little pathway that's broken off. And we'll be able to get to the other side of it, just not until next episode. So, when we do the Coliseum, we'll actually be working our way down these, you know, paths, these rocks, and then we'll come on up to it. I'm pretty sure in my notes I had it as a smithing 6, so it's nothing crazy. I don't remember if it's somber 6 or not. I just wrote smithing 6, so it could be either, but it's probably, you know, just smithing. Alright, so now we can go down. We might as well go clear the rest of the street. Come back up, drop on the roof for the item, and then go in the sewer. Okay, that's what I got wrote. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going off my notes again. That's how I started just kind of running around in circles with the chick with my head cut off, thinking I know a better path when I should have just stuck with the path that I thought was best to begin with. So, if we have to go out this way, there's going to be a bunch of guys up these stairs. They'll be guarding a door. Well, first we're going to get him. Buddy. Friends are dead. There's no one left to call. Anyways, these guys are all gonna be. Oh, I was wrong. We were supposed to drop and get you. If you're gonna be a dick. No! I couldn't even get out of dodge. What we were trying to do. See? Like I said, I went off my notes. I was supposed to do the stairs first. And since I didn't do the stairs first, I just got killed by an arrow. Because we were going to drop from above to take that guy out. But my immediate reaction is, oh, someone's trying to kill me. Let me take care of him. You know what I mean? I guess it's a good thing we got the shortcut. Probably my first time ever using it. And obviously the Crucible Knights are, you know, they never respawn. Now we got that. Just run to the main road, go right, and we're going to go straight for the stairs this time. We don't have to re-clear all these guys. If you guys remember, all we had left was the stairs, and then we were going to take the top path to get the item on the roof, then drop down. And I said we were going to do the sewers. The sewers is going to run us out to another part. In fact, when you get here to this door, go ahead and take a right, and just run straight here and grab a side of grace. It's going to actually set us up for, you know, next episode when we do the other half. There's a lot more going on there than there is here. So firstly, that was 80,000. Let's go ahead and grab that. No, you don't. You will not wake up that archer. Is he still sleeping? Yeah. I thought he was alerting the guys at the top we already killed. Alright, so you can kind of use the stairs to your advantage sometimes here. See what I'm saying? Oh, not that time. It's coming down straight at us. But there we go. Take out Kristoff. Now, as I mentioned, you're going to see this door here. Don't worry about the door. We can't open from this side. In fact, we have to open it from above up there with the lever. It's there where we got this armor from, if you guys remember, because we were about to do the Volcano Manor stuff. We killed Rykard early, and we didn't want to actually miss this armor set. So we just ran through here real quick to do the invasion and left, and that's like the other side we're going to. 1,500, gotta love it. Take them out. Now we're still going to go up top. That's how you get to the sewers. They're not the real sewers. They're kind of like an introduction to the sewers. I guess we call it like a mid-level sewers. The deep sewers is like a whole freaking region. It's crazy. Alright, so now we're just going to run up. Like I said, we've already cleared this stuff, so you can clear it again if you want. I'm just going for the roof. I mean, there wasn't many guys in this part, but the other guys from the other half get alerts, so that's much the other side. Probably not the worst idea to go take them out, though. Alright, run, jump. Now, one of the legendary ornaments we need is right there on top of this big bolt. It's called the Bolt Grand Sex. And we'll need that to get our platinum, but that's not till next episode. Gonna take this down. And won't be able to take it all the way down. We're gonna have to do that later. Obviously, you guys notice drops can kill you. So don't worry about that for now. We're getting to it. Here's our ladder to our shortcut. So this is going to be, remember I told you we got the guaranteed drop for his weapons earlier? Well, this would be more of like the guaranteed drop for his helm. don't need to cheese this guy. He's quite easy to beat, but I wasn't sure if my damage. As far as the incantations go. So now we're here. We're gonna go and clear this stuff. Just, you know, kind of work your way through. Make sure you're getting all your items. So that's gonna be his helm. Omen smirk mask. I don't remember if that had any special effects. Okay, you get more strength with that. I wouldn't expect too many points. Those type of things are anywhere from like 1 to 3 points typically. Go in here, get a side of grace and an armor set. You guys remember Lionel in Deeper Depths, one of Thea's champions that attacked us. He had like that big belly in his armor. So Lionel's helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. I could see some strength boys liking that. I wouldn't wear it. I think it's hideous, but I've seen quite a few builds with it. People were really into it. So is there time to go down? I thought there was something else. No, there's another side that looks identical to this, so I'll probably get it mixed up. Yeah, because this isn't the side that has the putrid corpses. So this is how we get to the lower section. If you guys remember before, the drop was too big, but we might as well go in here and take out this knight. I love how it just sits there and buffs, lets you kill him. Very, very convenient. So this was the other part I was thinking of, but this is probably going to be a next episode, so we're not worried about it for now. Yeah, it's definitely a next episode. Well, yeah, we're at 41 minutes. So it's going to do this first sewer section here. Remember, they're going to have rats and handsies. So we're going to go over to the right first. Drop down and go right. Now these rats, I mean, you guys know, I'm sure by now, I'm sure I've mentioned it or you've just seen it yourself. The rats always have a chance to drop rune arcs. So if you want to farm rune arcs, that's the best, fastest farm besides doing invasions. Go grab that. Guilty Hood. You could also buy that from a merchant, Mount Gelmir, while you're climbing up to Volcano Manor. But, you know, you get it here for free if you want to use that. Alright. Now, obviously, I say go to the left first because it's a shorter path. Now, this one's where we want to go. To the right first. Yeah, because that leads us to the gargoyle and then leads us out. So we're going to go to the right first to check what was going on real quick before we moved on. Nascent butterflies. Oh no, I forgot. You can't block a grab, damn it. I don't know why I always forget that. You see how much damage he does? About half your health. I mean, I have 50 vigor. Just to let you guys know, I wouldn't go over 40 vigor if I was just doing the base game. This is more of getting prepared for the DLC. And that's me being an experienced player. I do feel like 45 vigor for just the main game's pretty good. Even for newer players, just remember, in game, 45 vigor is going to get you two-shotted by most things. And I mentioned we weren't doing this yet, and still went this way. That's actually the way we want to leave from, so don't worry about that. Still end up, I look at my notes, and still end up getting turned around. That's just how the sewers kind of work, the tunnels. Gotta love the easy. See, that's the thing, man. When ranged attacks with faith actually work nice, I love it. Because so many times, I mean, you got badass incantations, do lovely damage, then in game you feel like the targeting just isn't that good. Like, You throw from a distance and you know the projectile you're throwing is just dropping so much, you know, during the distance you're not actually getting to the enemy. So I said spells probably do better targeting, but some incantations track pretty good. And that one, for a fireball, that's a good distance. I mean, it's simple, don't get me wrong, but simple but effective. It is black flame at the end of the day. Alright, so now we can go the other way. Take out the gargoyle, drop for the Erdsteel dagger. Same dagger that we got from Kenneth Height, but you know, if you want to wield two of them, doing a dagger build. I don't know why I kept thinking that dagger's supposed to do something with faith. So we got one from Kenneth Height. Yeah, look at that. It has a 14 faith requirement. Does 0 holy damage, does 0 fire damage, but it scales with faith. And then the Astral Force quick step. I never understood that. Why put a faith requirement on that? You know what I mean? So that's where we came in. That was our nascent butterflies. Alright, so we'll be able to take out the gargoyle. Like I said, drop for a second Erdsteel dagger. This thing's damage went up substantially. Is that in our second slot? Yeah, it's almost getting as much as the blasphemous blade. Alright, holy proof dried liver, Erdsteel dagger, fan daggers. Now we're going to take this on up as we've now cleared that sewer section. And we're getting to like the portion of this dungeon where everything looks the same. So this is going to take you up. Damn, this is kind of where I wanted to stop. We're almost out of time. But I guess we are going to have to go climb up routes into the Coliseum and then do the other round table hold duplicate. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go ahead and try to clear this lower area. But we still have to do the Earth tree. Yeah, never mind. Jump over to Avenue Balcony. We have to jump down and take care of a ulcerated tree spirit real quick. Now he should be. So we have another little side section, and this is one that's really easy to overlook. We haven't got that shortcut yet. So, if you go over here, and the sewers also would have led you out of here. So firstly, what we want to do. Okay, because we never took that other path. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get myself lined up here. And this is where the future corpses were, into that room. Yeah, so let's go and do this first. So, we're going to go down, then work our way back this way. Actually, we should probably hit the roof. Alright, so, you guys seen, we just kind of jumped out there. And this is where we took out that knight. And I was like, oh, let's go check out the knight real quick in this room. Right on the other side of the sewers where it's too far to jump down. So what we're going to do here is we're going to run straight northeast and get on up. One way to get up, not the only way. And kind of jump on over here. Fucker. Proceed this way, and we're going to knock out this top section. Yeah, see, that's where the elevator took us. I was like, we're not here yet. It'll probably be next episode. I was wrong. We could get, we did have the time to get to it. So we can go, run on the rooftops, jump a couple gaps, and get the black bow. I heard a lot of people say it was a really good bow. I've never done a bow build, so I can't speak on it myself. I heard it's pretty good, like quality or dex bow. Then from there, let's drop down. And southwest, we're gonna knock this room out. When we get in this room, there's gonna be a lot of guys spamming lightning pops, so just run up the stairs, ignore that guy for now. See what I'm saying? You got multiple coming after you at once. With all four of them are throwing this pot. There you go. scraps. Drop down, open up the cell door. Don't need a key for it. And go ahead and get yourself another stone sword key. How many of those do we have? So we have 6. Like I said, with the ones we bought from Round Table Hold, we'll be good for quite some time. Alright, now we can just come out of here and take care of some putrid corpses and stuff like that. Some deados. Another stone sword key. They're just showering us with stone sword keys at this point. I'll take it though. They are, you know, costing like 5,000 runes a stone sword key at this point. 109. I heard you. I heard you. Alright, that's where we came down, ran on the roof. Alright, just kind of just using the rooftops right now to make sure I didn't miss any loot. Which honestly, there isn't much down here. There was, you know, there's a black bow, a couple rune items, stuff like that, but stone sword key. Gravelstone's a crafting ingredient, which you guys know. Already cleared this, got those items. I didn't think there was nothing here. You never know with the Elden Ring though, man. You really, I mean, taking notes, doing walkthroughs, all that doesn't mean I can't miss a little item here and there. You know what I mean? It's always possible. Okay, and that's kind of where we just cleared. Now we're gonna run over here, get attacked by ulcerated train the same fight it always is. Drank the flask for critical attacks, but that's just a little bit harder to use. There we go. This is going to get us that last gold seed we need for our final flask. That's going to be nice. There you go. Now we can just go around and pick up the loose loot. And you're also, guys, going to see an item in here. There's just a, you know, a different way you're gonna have to take to get it. So don't worry about that. Grab the smithing 6. Pretty sure we've done all the paths I had planned for this episode. Did we grab this on verse 6? We must have already grabbed it. And that's that room that led through. Okay, so for that item, jump back to the Avenue Balcony. So for that item, you go down this way. We're doing it the first thing next episode before we go up. So next episode, we're doing the other half. We're going to have to climb up a dragon and go up high. But before we do so, we're going to jump down here. You know, clear the upper parts of this, which does look the same as what we did, but it's actually different. But there's a tunnel right here that leads to that item you saw, so don't worry about that. But yeah, there's also a scarab, and that's how you get, shit. You guys are gonna make me kill you. tell people what's going on next episode. So we're gonna have to climb this dragon. That leads up to the other half of the legacy dungeon. Anyways, but before we do that, we're gonna have to go down here, and yes, it does look similar, but this is a different area, and that's how we get to that item we saw in the window. And like I said, we'll get a scarab with Asher, you know, and this little well here leads to a whole underground region, and I mean a whole region, which is going to tangle, which is actually going to introduce us to one of our trophy secret endings in the best great shield in the game, and a seal if you did hiatus quest that scales with all 4 of 5 damage stats, everything but arcane. So a lot of good stuff coming. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and rest here because we just don't have the time to clear it. But I did want to let you guys know I didn't find, you know, I didn't forget that item. I didn't miss that item. It's just, you know, not in this episode. And you guys know I always like to let you know pretty much what we're going to be doing next on top of that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. Avenue Balcony, like I said. So we have done all this on the lower, you know, besides up in the castle buildings and shit. We've cleared all this. We've also cleared, you know, all this stuff, all this, the semi-underground. We've cleared out all this stuff. Back in here, all this stuff. So we have a few little things to do. We even cleared this stuff. So we have, you know, a few little pickups to get here. Then we'll be climbing the dragon, get on over to the other side of the castle where we're going to get seals, and we're going to get lightning axes, and we're going to go to a duplicate of the round table hold and get faith weapons and paintings and spells and prayer books and boss fights, another talisman pouch, a really badass Dex arcane weapon. I mean, there's so much cool shit next episode, it's crazy. But yeah, let's go and rest up here at Avenue Balcony. And we'll pick up here, like I said, probably finish the whole legacy dungeon itself, as the underground to Lyndell is kind of its own thing. So we'll wrap this up next episode, and then we will be doing the underground before we move on. So that's where we're going to be for the next 3 episodes. But yeah, hope this is helpful. Hope you guys are having a good time, most importantly, and we'll see you back here soon.